Hello everyone, it's me again, and I know I've been gone for the past, Jesus, 4, 5 months almost. Um, Not that anybody watches my videos, I don't think they do. Which is understandable because of the video quality. And please excuse my little brother. He is speaking, trying to wake my little sister up. But let's continue. I'm going to be talking about the Steam Box, and I've listened to Hard 8 Times video saying how this could potentially be a problem for the consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One. There are some points I agree with, and some points I don't agree with. Like the $4.99 price point. Okay, and okay, that's fine. But and it's a low mid-range to high-end PC, or supposed to be. Now, keep in mind this could change within the time span of the beta version and or the final build. But my friends, there's no disk drive, and the main problem I have with it is it could be always online. Now, we had the big Xbox One debacle with the whole always on and things like that, because internet goes out, and if the Steam Box, if that is the case, the Steam Box that has no disk drive, and you can't play your games unless they uses what Steam does. Uh, which I'm pretty sure it will, but this is just a what if scenario. Okay, so if Valve doesn't do this, which they will, I'm just saying by the off chance, if they do this, that would turn people off. Like, I know Steam has this thing where you can play games offline. That's all well and good. But if they do that, great. That's good news. So now I'm going to dive into the price point even more and go into taxation and things like that. I don't know where you people live, but yeah. Some states are higher than others, like a guy I know, he got an Xbox One, bad decision at that. He got an Xbox One and he paid almost $700 for it. Now, here, it's $32 per $100. Like, something costs $400, you pay $32 each time it's $100. So you're talking about 400 something odd dollars. This is why I buy offline to retailers that aren't from the state I live in. That way I can avoid the tax laws. But yeah, there's the whole debacle with that, because if you get the Steam Box in retail, like at a Walmart or a GameStop or a Best Buy or a Target or anywhere like that, a play and trade at a lot of that. If you get that in the state I live in, you'll be paying close to $700. And it's different each state. Some states are even higher with the tax laws. So that's another thing. And this is Valve's attempt at trying to bridge the gap between the console and the console market, and I applaud them for trying this because it seems like an interesting way to go, But I can see it selling only for the PC crowd, not for like the console game, but the PC crowd, which in itself nowadays it's on the rise from last generation. Well, I can't say last generation anymore because we're in a new generation and I have yet to get my console of choice, which I'm a PlayStation gamer because I grew up with not the traditional. Like, I didn't start out with Nintendo. I started out with Sega. But yeah, I can see this selling, but only for the PC crowd. That's it. And it's interchangeable, which leads me to think, okay, so you're gonna let people buy this thing, and when the cards are outdated, you will let them change the cards out. Now, there's a problem with this right now. Like, high-end graphics cards at right now are $500. So, in the end, you'll just be paying for like a low, or you'll be paying essentially what you'd be paying for a PC. Like, if you were to build your own, that's what you'd be putting into the Steam box. Like I said, I can only see this selling to the PC crowd. And the PC crowd is way outnumbered when it comes to the console crowd. Now, I'm not bashing the Steam box at all. I think if it's done correctly, it could just bring forth a new playing field and stuff like that, because we need other competition, because the Wii U isn't competition in my book. It's not. Let's just be honest here. And I don't have a problem with Nintendo either. It's just how they're marketing the system. But again, I can only see this selling for the PC crowd and not for the majority. Because the majority of gamers, like the vast majority, myself included, even though I have played PC games and stuff like that, I don't do well with the keyboard and mouse. That's why I don't play PC games, and you can get an Xbox 360 controller, yeah, I know. But it's the fact that, okay, so my card is outdated, now I got to go change it. And I don't got the money to go change it. Or I don't have, sorry, I don't mean to sound illiterate. I don't have the money to go change my graphics card. I'm stuck. And Hard 8 Times at this present time has given up on PC gaming for the lack of respect it's got. That's another thing. Developers aren't solely based on PC as they are on consoles. Because consoles are more of a moneymaker. That's what Valve has seen, and that's what they're trying to do, but what they're doing, they're allowing interchangeable parts. That's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. It's a two-edged sword. It'll end up... There's the pros and there's the cons. Now, the pros of the Steam box is you get to play your Steam games on the console in your living room and stuff like that. The games are cheaper. Stuff like that, yeah. But the cons are basically the price, which is another con, and it's like, oh no, it's cheaper than a PC. But you gotta factor in the account, you can change parts. You can change parts, which in itself is expensive. I don't play games for graphics, man. That's why I stick with consoles. The biggest form of graphics whores I see are PC gamers and the people that like, oh, it's gotta be 60 frames or I won't play it. What's wrong with you? What happened to being a gamer, you know? But there's the whole thing where you got people just going like, if it's not native 1080p, I'm not playing it. If it's not so and so, I'm not playing it. If it's not new, I'm not I hate that mentality. This is why I don't like PC. Well, I don't have a problem with PC gaming. It's there. It's better than the consoles, but you know, I don't give a shit. I really don't. I just play games. The Steam Box, in closing, is only for the PC crowd. It will get some console gamer sales, but it's mainly for the PC crowd that doesn't want to sit at their computer anymore. That's what it's for. And in closing, I leave you with this. I'll leave you with a bit of advice. Vote with your wallet, because if you don't, you'll be taken advantage of.